everybody, welcome to the Vitruvian Live. Welcome to 2020. Yes, we made it to the new year. I'm not going to talk about stuff happening in the world at this moment, because the year didn't start that well, but let's just start looking forward to this year, to what's going to happen to the channel, what's going to happen to me, in my life, and all that stuff. So this will be a longer episode. I hope you enjoy it. All right. So first of all, again, happy New Year. I hope your wishes come true. Your health will be perfectly fine in 2020, and a lot of shizzle will finally end in the world. Current and long-lasting crap that's been going on. All right. So 2020. 365 new days, or is it 366 because it's 2020, right? Anyway, first of all, the YouTube channel, the Vitruvian Gamer channel. So I think I forgot how much it was, but I still have my list here. I did 138 episodes of the Vitruvian Live last year, which is quite a bit. Now, subscribers, they didn't grow that much, the number of subscribers, which is not too bad. It's okay, and the channel still grew despite this being mostly a vlog channel at this moment. But I want this channel to get more opportunities from publishers, sponsors, and all that stuff. And to do so, I will need more subscribers. I'm not sure if it's realistic, but I hope somehow to reach that magic number of 2,000 subscribers. That's when people start to notice you. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I have no idea. So I might lower the number of Vitruvian Live episodes this year, but not too drastically. Maybe, I hope I can still do at least 100, so it's not that much less. But maybe especially do a little bit more playthroughs again, or start doing reviews, or do the first played thing again. So I'm thinking about doing some more again with board games. I've been wanting to do something with Kickstarter, maybe once every week or every 2 weeks, do a Kickstarter update thing where I talk about new Kickstarters out there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think I have to change a little bit. Especially, I need more people to notice me on Board Game Geek. I think that's where the secret lies. I also think I need to be invest more in fora and in Facebook groups. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, how to grow this channel. Anyway, part of the problem for me doing playthroughs is, and was, I try to solve it at this moment, but is the space that I have. And that might change. My father-in-law started back working on the attic, renovating it. So there is a future there. So when it's renovated, I'm having a bigger table, not a game table. I cannot afford that, or don't want to spend that much money on it. But it will be cat-proof, and it will be big enough, maybe even to do two things. Maybe film an unboxing on one part and keep a game set up that I'm doing a playthrough of, because that takes a couple of days to do so. So yeah, that's about the channel. So we'll see what happens. We're still growing, so that's cool, but I hope to get it a little bit more into that range where things get interesting for me, for the channel, and for my subscribers as well. That's important. All right, board games. Let's talk about board games. Let's talk about resolutions. Okay, so I have this game room, right? And this is the clean part you're seeing behind me. But there is a lot of things going on to my right, mostly. I have board games on top of Kallax shelves, big box games that are on top of each other. And I want to make it a little bit more compact again. I am at 448 board games. That's board games excluded, no expansions, right? So I've got a lot of more when I count expansions as well. But I've got, if Board Game Geek is correct, 448. I want to cut it down to 400. Now that means I need 48 games have to go, and I do have most of them in my head, which that will be, but it will take some time to cull these games. It's not that easy to sell lately. There's the used game market is kind of big because a lot of people like me buy too many games and are selling them, and it's competition on Facebook groups, for example, to get your game sold. So, and you have to go pretty low on prices, which is perfectly fine, but I want to ask normal prices for a used game which are in very pristine condition. Anyway, I don't want to lose too much money on it, but I will keep my prices very doable. So that's one thing I want to do. So that's a resolution that I really have. So there are a few exceptions. I'm going to have some rules with this, not buying, the culling has to happen. But I also am planning almost not to buy any games in the next 6 months. So until June. So June included. So for 6 months, with a few exceptions, if I find a really good deal on a game that's on my wish list, because most of those games have been on that wish list for quite a while. So if I finally find a copy of one of those games, those are games that I know I will play. So that's, for example, things that I still am allowed to buy, but as I said, it has to be a good deal. There is also expansions on games that I know that I will play. That might be very few, right? So I might get the Everdell expansion, where you don't have to use the big tree, because I know that will be used, for example. Besides that, I cannot pinpoint any game that I'm, at this moment, that I'm completely sure of that I will use an expansion. So that will be very, very little amount that I might buy. So that's okay. Also, one game that I know will be very popular and that I want to play and that I know that I will play a lot, and that's The Crew. That will be coming in a Dutch version as well. When that happens, I probably get that game. It's a small game. I think that will be okay as well. And Kickstarter. So if there are very interesting Kickstarters that would be a shame to miss, especially for the price, because it will probably be available later in stores. But of course, sometimes you get a way better deal on Kickstarter. For example, Frosthaven is coming. Now I know I haven't played Gloomhaven nearly enough to ever finish it maybe, but probably Frosthaven on Kickstarter will be a great deal, especially if you compare it to a later option of buying it in stores or wherever. So that's one, for example. I'm looking into the Unsettled at this moment from the makers of Vindication, which looks very, very, very cool, but I'm still doubting. I've got 4 or 5 days left to make a decision on that. Besides that, I don't know what's coming. So I don't know if there's anything that I will back in those 6 months, but I'm allowed if I really think it's a very good deal. Talking about Kickstarters, what are the Kickstarters that are still coming? So this collection will grow because there are some Kickstarters coming this year that I already backed. For example, and I thought it was in the mail already. I got a message in the mail, in my email, that a package was being delivered today. I thought it was this game. It wasn't. It was something completely different. So I was a little bit sad about that. But anyway, January should be the month where the Isle of Cats will arrive. A tile game that I'm really excited about with cats. Looks pretty cool, and apparently is a very good game as well. We have March, where Etherfields will be arriving, if everything goes according to plan, because these months might shift quite a bit. For example, Vampire the Masquerade Heritage, the legacy game, was for March, but if I read the updates well, I think it might take a couple of months longer to arrive here. But that's one as well. Dice Throne should be here in July. I backed the complete set of Dice Throne, which means Dice Throne Adventures and all the other Dice Throne stuff, so that will be a big package. I backed Detective City of Angels when there was a new Kickstarter a while ago, so that will be coming. And if I... Time of Legends Destinies, the mix between Chronicles of Crime and the great things that Awakened Realms do, so that's coming as well. And then Unsettled, the one that I might back still. So that will be in October normally. So yeah, a lot of things still on their way. And I want all the games to fit in the shelves that I have. Alright, so that's going to be a challenge. Alright, enough about board games. Let's talk about other things. Traveling. Well, it has a little bit to do with board games, of course. First of all, next month I'm going to Lapland, which is... becoming a very expensive trip, that's for sure. The plane tickets, the clothes, because it can be down to minus 30 degrees Celsius over there if we're unlucky. We rented a car. We are going to go husky sleighing, which is pretty expensive. We're going to go on a trip to hopefully see the Northern Lights, which is also pretty expensive. So this is going to be our most expensive trip that we've ever done, but I hope we'll get to see what we want to see, and I hope will be an experience we'll never forget. I'm sure about that, that's for sure. Then I will be going to UK Game Expo. Plane ticket has been paid for. I'm going to UK Game Expo. I hope the Brexit doesn't cause any problems. I did take a cancellation insurance because you never know. But plans is that I will be there with Portal Games, and if you're going there, I hope to see you there as well. So that's board game related. Then in August, normally, if everything goes right the way it should be, I should be going back to Paros, to Greece, where we go every year with a lot of board gamers as well, so more board games. But I cannot imagine a year without going there, so I hope everything goes to plan. It depends on Elisa's work, so we'll see. And then, of course, Spiel, I should be there as well. So if you're going there this year, say hi. Probably again, I will be there with Portal Games if everything goes as it should. Alright, let's talk about live a little bit. And this is again resolutions time, folks. So, first of all, I need to sport. I need to do some exercising, folks. I'm at my heaviest now. If I see videos of 10 years ago, no, not 10 years ago, how long am I to be doing this? A couple of years. If I see my first videos, then you see that there are some kilos too much at this moment. So I need to exercise. I want to lose some weight. I'm not going to exaggerate. I have a number in my head that I really want to lose, but if I want to be completely honest, I want to completely realistic, I want to lose 5 kilos, which means that I just want to have a 6 back in front of my number instead of a 7. That's the goal. What will I do to do so? I'm not sure. I've seen on YouTube, I've seen these burpee challenges, 30-day burpees, where every day you do a number of burpees. Might be interesting for the channel to do one, because all the people who do it on YouTube are people who already look kind of buffed. So maybe if a normal guy tries it, and maybe we'll see. I'm not sure. The other thing is, if that's not the case, then I might still have to go to the running thing. Also, my health. Medication, I'm probably going to keep taking my medication to sleep, that's for one thing, but also to keep me from having anxiety and all that stuff. So that has been helping. It might be that I'm not taking enough to help, but it might just be the placebo effect that's working. But I'm just going to try to keep taking it if my doctor allows it. I'm also going to try to finish some video games. I have Fallout. I have got the Outer Worlds. I got the Star Wars game. I just got myself. I just got as a present a Nintendo Switch. I want to play Zelda, but I never finished these games. So this year I want to finish some video games. That's also something I really want to do. And the last one is hopefully maybe see if we can maybe make a baby this year. We'll see. We'll try. All right, that's the live part. There are then the other things might not be very interesting, but I've taken a look at some video games that are being released this year. There might be many more, but these were the ones that caught my eye. So I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Although, well, I never really played Final Fantasy VII, but most people say it's the best one. So might be a good time to get into it. Although I might just wait until I finish some games. Next one, Cyberpunk 2077. Looks so awesome. I don't know the world. I think it's from... is it from a book or something? I'm not sure. But apparently it's quite well known, this IP. I've seen a trailer. I've seen a gameplay trailer as well. It looks awesome. But again, it's a big game, a long story probably, so will I have time? I'm not sure, so I might still also wait again to play it. Then probably the most anticipated one of these games is The Last of Us 2, or Part 2. I love the first one, freaked me out all the time with the clickers. So it's back, it looks grim, it looks beautiful, it looks awesome, so I will probably not be able to resist this one. Then there is this cool game that I saw some images of. This is Ghost of Tsushima, which looks pretty cool. Also some stealth things, different ways to solve all stuff, fighting. It might be not the best thing for me, this game, but it looks pretty neat. The same with the next one, Watch Dogs Legion. So I've played the original Watch Dogs. I liked it but didn't love it. But they added a bunch of new things, and it has been a while since the first Watch Dogs. I didn't play the second one because it looked way too much like the first one. But the new one has some interesting things where you can, you can find out things about people on the street and hire them or get them into your team or whatever it is. Then, I've never played the original one, but it looks so cool. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is coming. I'm very eager to find out what it is all about. The trailer again looks so cool. But what's a trailer, right? They can do so much with trailers lately. I don't know if will be any good, but we'll see. And the last one is one that's been rumored that it might be releasing this year. I don't believe it. I don't think it will happen, but if it happens, I have to have this game, and that's The Elder Scrolls 6. There's not even a cover of the game yet, so it's probably not happening. But there are rumors that it could be a 2020 release, but probably not. Movies! Let's talk about movies a little bit. What movies will I be interested in this year? First, and I think these are in chronological order, there is Bad Boys for Life. Now, I like the first Bad Boys movies, for sure. They are funny, great action, the interaction between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Is that his name? Is it? I don't know. But anyway, the interaction is awesome. Now, the special thing about this movie for me and for my fellow Belgians is that the directors, there are two of them, they're Belgian. So that's a pretty big deal because we haven't gotten that many people directing movies with success. So I'm curious to see if this one works out. I think they're also working on the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, by the way, the same guys. Then we have Birds of Prey. which is the movie about Harley Quinn. So that is quite interesting. That was, for me, the only interesting character in the Suicide Squad, approximately. So I hope this movie will continue that line, at least. Then we have No Time to Die. I like the new James Bond movies, so I don't love them, and I'm not sure if I will watch this in the theater, but I still might want to watch it when it releases on some streaming service or whatever. Then, of course, Black Widow. There we go to the Marvel stuff. I'm loving the Marvel stuff, so Black Widow is a no-brainer. Female power all the way, because then we have Wonder Woman 1984. I liked this, was the only really great DC movie in my opinion so far, for a while at least. So Wonder Woman, a new one, it looks cool. I'm interested, I'm curious. Another remake of Ghostbusters? Who knows what they will do with it. Did I like the one with the female squad? I didn't love it. It was funny. Was it really the Ghostbusters that we were waiting for? Probably not, but I still enjoyed the movie. But I'm curious what they will do with this installment now. Another remake, and I'm really curious if this is going to work. I know that Keanu Reeves might pull it off, and that's Bill and Ted's Face the Music. A new Bill and Ted's movie. I loved that movie when I was young. The Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So there's a new Bill and Ted movie coming. So I'm really curious. And then we have the Eternals, the new big Marvel movie about the new team. No Avengers, but Eternals this time. I don't know anything about the storyline or who's in there or whatever. I am not into the lore of Marvel, but I enjoy the movies, so I'm looking forward very much. And as I did with the video games, another rumor, but I don't think it's going to happen either. As a 2020 release, Mr. Google said Uncharted, the movie, was coming. Now, Uncharted 2 is my favorite video game of all time. I'm not sure if I want or if I need a movie about it, but Nathan Fillion, the actor who plays Malcolm in Firefly, for example, he's a big fan of Uncharted as well, and he did this fan-based small part YouTube thing where he played Drake. Now, he will probably not play Drake in the movie, but that YouTube video showed the world what it could be. Go check that out if you want. Just Google it, Nathan Fillion, Uncharted. Nicely done. And series, I have no idea. I didn't look up which series I want to watch. I'm still going through a bunch of them. I really need to finish Game of Thrones. I need to finish Parks and Recreations. I still need to watch one episode of The Witcher, but there are so many others, and we didn't even get Disney Plus here in Belgium. That will be something that will happen in March, and in March I will watch The Mandalorian. Afterwards I will watch the Loki series. Black Widow, I think, had a series as well. Maybe that it's not a movie, maybe it's just a series. I might be wrong here, but there are so many cool things happening on Disney Plus, so I'm just for series, I'm waiting for Disney Plus. That's it. That's my 2020 series thing. And that ends my list. Almost. I forgot one thing, and that's that 2020 has to become the year of Kissy Cat. Kissy Cat is a game that I've been working on for years now, and I've been working on it, and then I've been putting it aside and changing it again a little bit and putting it aside. I have sent it or given it to two publishers. One was interested at first, but after testing didn't think it was good enough for them. The other publisher was interested but put it on the long run, and they said, oops, my microphone just dropped, and they said I could show it to others, and I haven't heard anything of them. even when I meet them at conventions, they're not responding anymore, or they're not. They used to talk to me and address to me, and they say, "Well, we're still interested, but this and this." But now they're almost ignoring me. So I think they decided not to do it, but they don't want to tell me. I'm not sure, but I'm going to finish my prototype. It's almost done. I just have to make some adjustments to the rulebook, and then this little cutie, this game will go to some other publishers, and this has to be the year where I try to get this signed. If this doesn't work out, fine by me, but at least I tried my best. And that's it, folks. The only thing I want to do is wish you a great new year and hope you will have the best year you ever had. There are a lot of things that might be in the way of that, but still I hope you find the strength and the support and friendship that you need to have a great year filled with love, with board games, and your health. That's so important, right? Besides that, I hope you are here to enjoy the channel, to enjoy what I'm doing here, and if you have some friends that might be interested in this channel, just let them know and let them push that button. Really, if we can reach that 2,000 number, that would be awesome, but it's going to be a tough ride because that's a long way to go. It's more than 600 new subscribers that I need, and that's half that we have now. So that's a big step forward. So I'm not sure if that is possible, but we will see. I forgot to talk about one thing, folks. Oh man, I forgot about one important thing. This is the year where I become 40, which I'm not looking forward to. I must say, not for years I've been struggling with the fact that I will be 40 soon, and now it's getting very close. In July it will be there. But to celebrate or to ignore the fact that it's happening, I'm going to do an event. I'm going to organize, it's still in the brainstorm phase, but normally I'm going to do a game day where I will invite a bunch of people to play board games for an entire day. There will be a good cause attached to it, so people will pay something to come and play, but all the profits will go to a good cause. The good cause has already been chosen, and so a lot of my followers will be invited, but I know most of you don't live nearby, but still there are some Belgians, there are some people from the Netherlands, maybe from Germany, maybe from France, who knows, but you will be invited. I will talk about that in the future when everything becomes more clear and more realistic. But that's something that is going to happen normally if I get everything planned. So that's it for now, folks. Thank you for watching this 30-minute long rambling about 2020. Again, I hope 2020 gives you everything you desire. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making my life better. You're already helping making my 2020 awesome. So thanks for that, and see you all next time. See you soon. Bye bye.